In this house, everyone ate, just never together. They were a loving family, living in a warm and comfortable home. But they were always busy. The father, a thoughtful man with a tidy beard and kind gray-blue eyes, would leave for his work before the sun even thought about rising. The mother, graceful and elegant with soft rose gold hair, always had chores that kept her busy long after dusk. And their youngest child, a little girl with pale lavender eyes and peach blonde hair, would study by candlelight until her small head drooped with sleep. They loved each other deeply. They were just occupied, so meals became moments in passing. A bowl of soup left on the stairs. A piece of bread placed by a window. Leftovers from the night before eaten cold and alone in a quiet corner of the house. The grand oak table in the center of their home, the one night for feasts and family, stayed clean. And empty, there were no arguments, no harsh words. No one ever meant for this distance to grow between them. They'd often promise each other tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll all eat together. But tomorrow would arrive, and each of them would be just as busy, and they would eat alone once more. Then one evening, the little girl noticed something strange. Her mother was home, finishing her mending by the fire. Her father was home, reviewing his ledgers at his desk. She herself was home, her lessons finished for the day. For the first time in a long time, everyone was under the same roof, just not in the same place. A quiet thought sparked in her mind. She didn't scold them or complain. She didn't demand their attention. Instead, she went to the dining hall and began to set the table. One plate, then another, and another. She filled a pitcher with water and placed it in the center. Then, she simply sat down in her usual chair and waited. When was the last time being busy became being distant? At first, nothing happened. The silence in the large room was heavy. But then, there was a soft scraping sound. Her father had come in, still holding his papers, and sat down across from her. A few moments later, her mother followed, her needlework still in her hands. She took her seat without a word. There were no grand speeches. No apologies were offered or needed. There was just presence. They started to eat, slowly at first. The silence was a little awkward, a bit unfamiliar. But they were together. The little girl looked at her family, and a small, quiet smile touched her lips. She hadn't fixed their busy lives or solved all their problems. She had only reminded them to stop for a moment. Because closeness grows through shared moments, not just shared walls. And sometimes love returns simply by being the first one to sit down at the table.